from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Everything taking so fucking long. Good afternoon and welcome back to the virtual Elite FPL stream where you probably heard some obscenity then. You're lucky that you weren't hearing what I was saying about 5 minutes ago because there were C words, there were F bombs, there were S bombs, you name it, every swear word under the sun. I'm apologising for everything that has happened over the last 10 minutes. Everything seems to have crashed around me. Incredible. So what I'm going to quickly do is we are here covering the virtual FPL game. It's Gameweek 33. Like someone's just said, please no spoilers. Obviously the first game has already happened, but I have no idea what's happened. So what I'm going to do is bring you the first game live. I will try and bring back Dan, but it seems that we've got all issues in the world at the moment regarding this. So I don't want to mess anything up. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring up the Liverpool versus Man City game with as follows, with the team news as we'd probably expect, to be completely honest with you. It is Liverpool, Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Robertson, Matip back in the squad, Shaqiri starts, Fabinho, Henderson, Mane, Salah, Firmino. For Man City, Ederson, Laporte, Walker, Otamendi, Fernandinho, Gundogan, Rodrigo, Sane, De Bruyne, Jesus and Aguero. So he's gone with a 4-4-2. Right then, everybody. Let's just get on with the simulation and let's find out what the score will be. Liverpool versus Man City. Let's go. Let's find out what goes on here. I'm expecting quite a close game, to be honest with you. I'm thinking like 1-1, 2-1 to Liverpool, something like this. I do think that this is going to be a very, very tight game. We were just talking about Matip a second ago. He was just in the open and he's just put it wide. And we've already got a yellow card to Ederson. He's probably been time wasting because obviously Liverpool have pretty much won the title. Well, they won the title in the virtual FPL game. And, I mean, I've been talking about in the real world that this specific fixture could end up like 5 each. I don't think that will be happening in virtual FPL. And Mane passes it to Alexander-Arnold and he's just put it past Ederson's post there. Of course, Trent Alexander-Arnold scoring 2 goals the other day. Firmino finding Salah with a killer pass, but Salah has just put it past the post as well. And Liverpool are really, really on top of Man City at the moment. Mane in the open. Can he get it in the back of the net? No, it's a fantastic save from Ederson, and now Man City on the attack with Jesus. Alisson doing well there to palm the ball away. And now Trent Alexander-Arnold and Salah combining. But Salah again missing the opportunity to punish Man City. Now Aguero finding space in the area. But Robertson putting in an excellent challenge there to stop Aguero from putting it in the back of the net. And we've got a goal. It's Sane. Sane, of course, scoring. De Bruyne with the assist. The one player that I decide to get rid of has gone and scored versus Liverpool. You cannot make this up. A player which has been trolling myself and Jason and every other single manager in virtual FPL decides to turn up against the best team in the game. Anyhow, back to the action where De Bruyne shoots from the edge of the box, but Alisson just tips it round from a breathtaking save. It was about a 30-yarder coming from here, but now Henderson's in the open. But Otamendi, we got a goal by Van Dijk. Van Dijk scoring, Firmino with the assist. Of course, Jason keeps going on and on about Firmino being a fantastic striker in this game, but he's got an assist in this game for Van Dijk. Crossing the ball in, a Van Dijk getting his head to it. Sane just missing an opportunity there to get Man City back into the game. Van Dijk finding Salah, but Salah just putting it wide, and now Sane on the half volley trying to it, but Matip intercepting Sane there. Robertson now playing in Mane, but Otamendi doing well to put in the challenge there. Now Mane trying his luck again, but Gundogan of all players intercepting the ball. Sane trying his luck. Did he get anything there? No. Walker putting Trent Alexander-Arnold putting in an excellent challenge there. And now Alexander-Arnold and Salah are combining it, but Ederson just collects the ball pretty comfortably. We're at the 67th minute. Oh, this is end-to-end at the moment. Man City are mainly the team on top. I did call 1-1 and substitution for Man City where Sterling is coming on for Jesus. A bit more of an attacking flair there. Jesus not having the greatest game. And Alexander-Arnold coming close, but again, Ederson picking up the ball. Now I think Klopp's going for 1-1 because now Lovren's come on for Shaqiri. Shaqiri doing absolutely no. Mahrez coming on for Fernandinho. Wijnaldum coming on for Matip. And Origi coming on for Fabinho. So Salah and Mane are going to end the game for 90 minutes. And talking to Salah, I tried to open the defence there, but he's completely tripped over his own feet. And it's come to absolutely nothing. And now Sane finding space, but he's just again put it wide. Sane involved in a lot of action this particular game. Mane shooting for the edge of the box, but nope, it's been blocked by Fernandinho of all players. That's a beautiful play by Laporte. Laporte trying to dribble it, but yeah, he's just been tackled by Van Dijk, and it's been put out for a throw. And now Salah in the open there, but it's been safe hands by Ederson. We're coming to the end of the game. Is it going to end 1-1 as I called it? And we've got a corner here, and it's come to nothing, and that's the end of the game. Oh, flaming Nora. There we have it, everybody. It's ended. Liverpool 1, Man City 1. Van Dijk, Sane opened the scoring. De Bruyne assist. Van Dijk getting the other goal. Firmino with assist. The bonus points going 3 to De Bruyne, 2 to Van Dijk, 1 to the troll Sane. How frustrating. And already the next game is up and running. What I will try and do is I'm going to get through this game, and then I'll be bringing back Dan. So Dan, if you are back with us, let me know if you are going to be back with us. But as someone's just pointed out, Salah with 21 involvement in attack. 21 involvement in attack. I'm glad I didn't captain him. I know some people did. And the reason why I was a bit not with him, because he got 15 points versus Man City last time, and again it tells me ain't going to be getting anything again. So let's move on to the next game. It is Spurs versus Brighton. I'm going to quickly go through this, and then what we will do is I need to quickly refresh the page, and then what we will do is try and bring Dan back on. So we'll just quickly reveal the lineups for Spurs versus Brighton. I think Tottenham will win this. They're at home. I think it's going to be pretty comfortable for Tottenham. I'm going to go. They always concede a goal. I'm going to go 3-1 to Spurs. The team lineups are as follows: Lloris in goal, Aurier, Davies, Sanchez, Alderweireld, Dyer, Lo Celso, Bergwijn starting. I had a laugh with Andy earlier on about Bergwijn. He's in the community team, and we'll have news about that in the coming days. So Bergwijn, Lucas Moura, Ali and Kane. For Brighton, Ryan, Duffy, Byrne, Webster, Bernardo, Basuma, March, Stevens, Gross, Jahanbash and Mopay. So let's just get on with this game. Oh, I nearly jumped to full time then. We don't want to be doing that, everybody. So let's just get on with this and let's find out how Spurs get on against Brighton. Like I said, I think this is probably going to be a comfortable victory to Tottenham, I'd like to think. And just want to say thanks everybody for joining in on this virtual Elite FPL stream where myself and hopefully Dan in a minute will be covering all the games. We are a bit behind at the moment. We don't need to be talking about that. And have I missed something here? We're at 16 minutes and we finally... and well, absolutely nothing has happened in this game, and after 16 minutes we finally get something, and Harry Kane has gone and scored. Lucas Moura with the assist, and now Ali, a player I was going to be bringing in for Zane, but I didn't bother. I got Zaha in instead. Ali's gone and scored against Brighton. It's now 2-0 to Tottenham, and it looks like this is going to be a walk in the park as expected. Bergwijn trying his luck. Couldn't quite get it on target, and Matt Ryan just collects it from behind the goal and takes a goal kick. We've got Gross slipping it into Webster, but Lloris pulling off a fantastic save. Webster headering it down to the bottom right of Lloris, but Lloris tipping it round the post there. Mopay now slipping into Webster of all people, but of course being a defender he's just completely miscued that and he's completely skied that over. And it's gone right over into the top tier of Tottenham's stand there. Absolute terrible effort by Webster. It seems to be in this particular fixture not much going on, you know. Kane being in the open now, but he's just been tackled by Duffy. Great challenge by Duffy coming in there. Now Stevens trying his luck, but it's been intercepted by Sanchez. Sanchez putting in a fantastic tackle there. Yeah, a lot of action going on in the midfield here. Players playing it around. Not much going on from the attacking point of view. Now Kane in a dangerous position, but Matt Ryan makes a fantastic save. And now we've got a substitution in for Tottenham where Harry Kane has been taken off. Mourinho protecting Kane, and now Ndombele coming on. Duffy coming on for Trossard on. We've now got an injury for Brighton where Proper is now being sidelined for 6 weeks. So Aaron Moy has come on for Proper, and now substitution for Spurs, their final substitution with Harry Winks coming on for Dyer. Obviously Mourinho protecting that clean sheet. Now Tanganga coming on for Bergwijn. Mourinho really making it sure that he gets that clean sheet against Brighton. I did think Brighton would score. Tottenham are pretty poor when it comes defensively, but it looks like they're going to get that clean sheet. You know, may get another goal. You never know. But with their talisman, we have. Talking of Brighton scoring, they have just got that goal. Webster, we've been banging on about Webster. He's having a couple of efforts, one with his head, one smashing it over the bar, and he's just gone and scored. Solomon March getting the assist for that Webster goal. It was a corner, and Webster getting his head to it, and he puts it in the back of the net. And that's the end of the game. Come on. We've got another injury there. We'll get onto that in a minute. Ali. Kane getting 3 bonus. Ali 2. Lucas Moura with 1. Ended 2-1. Spurs. Kane and Ali with the goals. Lucas Moura the only assister in that. And Webster getting a late goal. March the assist. Couple of injuries though for Brighton with Proper and Stevens both out for 6 weeks. What I'm going to do now is see if I can bring back Dan, because we've had a few problems as you know. Let's see if we can get Dan back on stream. Dan, are you there? He's having a conversation with James Banks. So what I'm going to deliberately do is bring them both on. We've got a couple of minutes before the next game. Good afternoon, lads. Dan, can you hear me? Dan, can you hear me, mate? What about James? Yeah, hold on a minute, Dan. You've had enough say. James is back. James is back. Speak again, James. James, you're very, very quiet. It's fantastic to have you back, my friend. You've got a big announcement to make. Go for it. Are you sure, before you say anything, are you sure you want to make it now? Because I'm not being rude. I don't think this is the right audience to be doing it to. I think that it'd be more better when... Sorry, James? Oh, hold on a minute. Whoops. James, you're breaking up really bad at the moment.
Okay. So I don't know how much of that you caught, but I wanted to create
didn't catch any
league.
of it. None of the chat heard anything of me talking to Dan whatsoever either. Apologies for that. I'd muted everything. So, James, are you sure you want to make this big announcement now? I don't think this is the right audience personally, but if you want to make that announcement out of respect to you, go for it.
All right, so I want to create a league that will start scoring from game week 30 on for people who have nothing to play for to have something to play for and put up £100 towards that league.
Whoa, James.
So it's going to be like an Elite FPL mini league, an 8-week mini league, and there'll be a £100 prize pool.
Is this starting from game week 30?
Correct, from next Wednesday.
Right, so let's just clarify this news. You have been off the radar for about 6 months. You've come back, excuse the pun, with a bang, and you're saying that you're setting up a game week 30 mini league where there'll be £100 cash prize.
Correct. You know, it's everyone needs some money in these Corona difficult times, so yeah. Have some fun and win some money with Elite FPL.
Wow, James, you really didn't have to do this. This is quite an extraordinary, kind gesture from yourself. So everybody, if you missed that, please. Well, what are the rules about this, or do you want to just talk about this privately with Jason and the mods? James. Can you hear us, James?
So what? Oh, yeah, I can. So I wanted to share the league code with everybody on air.
Well, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, James.
Before
are you sure you want to be doing this live on air? Because there's going to be a lot of people that aren't really part of the Elite FPL community and stuff. Are you sure you want to be doing this live on air?
Or, you know what? Maybe I'll post it in Discord, or I'll share it with you.
I think I'll tell you what, James. I'm not being rude. I really don't think this is the right audience to be giving out codes to or anything like this. I don't want to be disrespectful or anything to yourself putting up this prize or anything, but it is live at the end of the day, and I don't want particular people that have nothing to do with Elite FPL participating in this. You're right. League, if I'm honest,
I really want I want a community member.
James, I'm going to have to... Yeah, unfortunately, James is breaking up really bad. So, James, if you're still listening, if you could basically essentially do whatever you need to do regarding posting all this information in Discord. Dan, your instant response to that extraordinary news.
Yeah, it makes things a lot more interesting, doesn't it? Because I was talking to James while I was waiting to come back on air for about 10 minutes. But yeah, he's got issues with his connection. So he kept saying what his news was going to be, and then I didn't hear it. And I was like, so what is this news? Because like I said, the connection was bad. But yeah, I mean, it's extraordinarily kind gesture as well. And yeah, it's fantastic, really. And it kind of gets us with a bit between our teeth a bit more now. It's kind of like a fresh restart in a sense. So yeah, I mean, I'm hello.
Yeah, you're live on air, mate.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It just went quiet then. Sorry. So but yeah, no, I think it's that.
Dan, are you able to commentate on the next game? Yes or no? Or do you want me to just do it?
A lot more interesting.
We seem to be struggling with the line here. This is the unfortunateness of... Dan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking, and then it just seems to go quiet.
Yeah, what I'm going to
but...
do to save face is I'm going to do all the commentary because it just makes complete sense because I don't want this messing up, and then we'll just get your reaction after. Before, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Leicester versus Newcastle game, and of course, Dan,
Ooh.
you said you got your triple captain playing.
Yeah, Vardy.
Right, so Dan's got his triple captain playing. Everybody, I'm going to be doing the commentary because I don't want anything to be going wrong here. Dan, I'm going to get your reactions to the Spurs versus Brighton game and Liverpool versus Man City. But it's Leicester versus Newcastle. Please no spoilers, everybody. It is Schmeichel in goal, Evans, Pereira, Chilwell, Soyuncu, Ndidi, Tielemans is back, Maddison, Barnes, Iheanacho and Vardy. For Newcastle, we got Dubravka, Lascelles, Ritchie, Fernandes, Yedlin, Longstaff, Alan Lazaro, Hayden, Shelvey, Joe Linton. A quick prediction for you, Dan. I'm going to go 2-0 to Leicester.
3-1 to Leicester.
Right, here we go. Will your captain be successful? Let's get on with this simulation where it is Leicester versus Newcastle. Of course, Leicester having a terrible result yesterday of all games. Tielemans there, straight away down with an effort, but Dubravka, he just stood there and just took the ball. It just came straight at him, and Dubravka collected it pretty well, to be honest with you. Of course, Leicester at the moment, and Barnes has scored a goal. We've got Harvey Barnes, he scored a goal, and Maddison with the assist. Again, I'm going to be constantly saying this is going to be annoying to everybody. There were a lot of midfielders I was considering bringing in. Barnes, Maddison were one of them for Sane. So far, the players that I've been thinking about bringing in, like Ali as another example, have all done something. So that means everybody that Zaha is going to be blanking. Thanks very much, despite the fact he's got excellent home fixtures. Iheanacho losing his marker, and there's a chance, but it's a brilliant save from Dubravka, Iheanacho just turning it round to Dubravka's left side. But we've got a goal, Dan. It's Tielemans, assisted by Barnes. Nothing for Vardy. We've got 2 goals already after 35 minutes. And unfortunately, there's been nothing for Jamie Vardy whatsoever. And now Hayden slipping it through to Shelvey. But it's come to absolutely nothing because Schmeichel just got down low and took it round the post. Barnes passing it to the feet of Vardy, and Vardy's gone and just been tackled by Lascelles. Lascelles putting in a fantastic challenge there on Vardy. Vardy going down, he's appealing for a penalty, but the referee's having absolutely none of it. Vardy finding space again, but no. Fernandes this time. Fernandes shoulder blocking him out the way. And now Yedlin picking up a yellow card. I'm going to do the Jason here. Couple of yellow cards for Newcastle. Will they get a red in this? We got a goal! Dan, we got a goal, but it's Pereira and another goal. And it's Evans. There's no assists.
This is ridiculous.
Iheanacho getting the assist for Evans. Pereira scoring, but there's been no goal. Vardy, absolutely no involvement whatsoever. Dan, I will get your reaction in a minute. We're at the 60th minute. Here, we've got a substitution for Newcastle where Lazaro's gone out for Almiron of all players. Steve Bruce bringing on an attacking player. What's going on here? And Barnes slipping it through to Vardy, but Yedlin putting a fantastic challenge there. And now Maddison, the ball's been crossed in from Soyuncu of all people. Maddison getting his head to it, but it's just gone wide. We've got a goal, Dan. Jamie Vardy finally has got a goal. And Maddison with the assist. So Jamie Vardy with the goal. Maddison now with 2 assists in this particular fixture. Well done to any Maddison owners if you went with it. And now we've got a substitution for Leicester where Maddison's gone off and Pratt's come on. Pratt coming on for Vardy the other day, and now he's come on for Maddison of all people. Looks like Brendan Rodgers is going to be tightening everything up now. He's going to want to keep that clean sheet. Shelvey coming off for St Maximum, and Ritchie going off for Matthew Longstaff. And now Vardy in a dangerous position here, but Dan, of all people, it was Ritchie. It was Lascelles putting a fantastic challenge there. And now Newcastle at the counter-attack here. Hayden passing it through to Allen, sorry. No, Soyuncu putting in a fantastic challenge. And that's it. Dan, I've got some bad news for you. It's been 5-0. Vardy gets a standard goal. Doesn't even get in the bonus points. We've got bonus for Pereira 3, Evans 2, Harvey Barnes 1. Let's just quickly recap over that, just quickly before we get Dan's thoughts. So it was Leicester 5, Newcastle 0, Vardy, Pereira, Barnes, Tielemans, Evans with the goals. We had 4 assists in that game, Iheanacho with 1, and Maddison with 2, Barnes with 1. Just quickly to say, Pereira 3 bonus, Evans 2, Barnes 1. Dan, just like my triple captaincy on Salah, it was an absolute fail. How do you feel about just one single goal from Vardy in a 5-0 thrashing in Newcastle?
That's pretty disappointing. But as I say, I just sort of did it off the cuff, so to speak. So I'm not too annoyed. Really, it is kind of typical. It's weird. I've got a weird thought process in my head that because he hasn't done well in virtual FPL, would he do well in real FPL when there's absolutely no correlation between the two whatsoever? But yeah, it's a bit frustrating. But I suppose he got a return. But yeah, it's just typical, really. But because there's no pressure and nothing for me to play for, I'm not stressed about it. Put it that way. I'm actually more annoyed at the fact that Mane and Salah didn't do anything for me.
Oh yes, of
really,
course.
Because I'm more annoyed at that.
I'll just quickly bring that up for a second. So yeah, of course we had Liverpool versus Man City. It ended 1-1. Goals from Van Dijk and Sane. Yeah, your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, just a bit annoying because before the deadline, it's a typical thing of saying it like yourself. I was thinking of either switching. It was going to be Mane, to be honest with you. Mane out to either Lucas Moura or Maddison.
Really?
That was the thought process I had in my head. But it's that stupid thing you have sometimes of like, well, their value's not near Mane, so that you can't justify that move. And I just thought, this is just a virtual game. Why didn't I just do it? But that kind of sums me up in the real life FPL, that I haven't got the kind of guts to do those kind of moves. But yeah, I mean, it's at least Vardy got something in that game. If he got absolutely nothing, I'd be more annoyed. But yeah, it's to get 4 points off those two players, even in that tough fixture, it is a bit frustrating, really.
Spurs winning 2-1. Kane getting a goal. Ali with the other. Webster replying for Brighton. A pretty standard result, isn't it, for Spurs?
Yeah, Ali. I did consider him. I did momentarily for about 5 seconds consider Ali, but yeah, standard Spurs. A scrappy win at home to a crap team. So they're probably going to get relegated. So yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on indeed. It is Watford versus Chelsea. Quick prediction, Dan. I'm going to go Watford to maybe cause an upset here.
Well, I hope so.
I think this could be 2-1 to Watford. I think it's going to be tight, though. I wouldn't surprise me if it was like 1-1 either way. 1-1, 2-1 either way, something like that. You don't like Chelsea, do you?
No, I hate Chelsea, but also I've got 2 Watford players playing as well. Well, I hope they're playing.
What are those 2 players, Dan?
Good old Cathcart, bargain bucket defender, and then Sarr that I brought in.
Well, I've got some good news for you, Dan.
Useless.
They both start for you. So here is the team news for Watford versus Chelsea. Watford, we got Foster in goal, Dawson, Cathcart, Mariappa, Kika Firmino, Chalobah, Passetto, Pereira, Sarr, Delafeu and Dini. Of course, Passetto being a key word there. I can see Andy is watching us. Cheers, Andy, for joining us. I did put up a funny tweet, everybody. If you want to retweet, go to @Elite FPL. I did a bit of a funny video of Andy trying to pop a cork and a complete fail, and Jason's absolute ridiculous cork fail when it blew up in his face. The question is, who's got the best fail there? Basically, go retweet, have a bit of fun with that. @Elite FPL. And for Chelsea, Kepa, Alonso, Azpilicueta, Tomori, James, so Reece James, Barkley, Pedro, Jorginho, Willian, Mason Mount and Abraham. We're so far behind tonight, Dan. I haven't even looked at anything to do with the mini leagues. Do you know what? I don't even care at the moment what's happening in the mini league. Let's just quickly find out what's happening. I nearly keep pressing the jump to full time. I really don't want to be doing that. So let's just run the game. It's Watford versus Chelsea. You're hoping Chelsea lose. I think this is going to be a tight game. Let's get on with it. Let's find out exactly how this game goes on. And immediately, Dan, Jorginho getting a yellow card for Chelsea. I don't know. It must have been. I think it's taken the free kick. We got another yellow card straight away in Passetto. Passetto with all players. I think they're just giving the referee a bit of lip at the moment. It's a London derby. Tempers are flaring at the moment. Chelsea coming off the back of a poor result the other day. And Cathcart and Pereira, your Cathcart and Pereira combining, but Kepa making a breathtaking save, just tipping it around his post. Cathcart getting his head to it, but it really was a fantastic save from Kepa. And now we've got Dini getting through. He's just got past Tomori. Tomori getting an actual start in this, but it's been intercepted as Azpilicueta puts in a tackle. A really, really good challenge there. Now Pereira getting past Alonso. Alonso, he's just nudged him over, and now we've got another yellow card. Talking to Pereira, Pereira getting a yellow card here. Can we see? Oh, we've got a goal. Mason Mount goal. He is the informed player at the moment. Reece James, I'm assuming Jason's playing him. He must be playing him. Reece James with the assist. So Mason Mount, the player in form at the moment. Reece James with the goal. Kika Firmino now getting a yellow card. I'm going to do the usual Jason line here. Can I see a red card coming up in this particular fixture? Delafeu there with it, but no, it's being tipped over by Kepa. Delafeu rising above everybody, getting his head to it, but Kepa pulling off a fantastic save and tipping it over the crossbar. And now Mason Mount is in the open, but Mariappa putting in a good sliding tackle. Mason Mount went to go for the Thunder Blaster, but Mariappa getting there just in time. And now Reece James, of course, he's got another assist. It's Reece James putting in a ball, crossing it in, and Abraham getting his head to it and putting it past Foster. It's now 2-0 to Chelsea. Reece James has really, really taken his toll upon Kika Firmino. Kika Firmino, he's on a yellow card. He doesn't want to risk fouling James whatsoever, as James runs down the right flank, and James is easily able to put in the balls as much as he wants. And now Mason Mount, surprisingly, coming off a Kovacic, just getting past that 60th minute mark, so he does get that clean sheet bonus. Pereira losing his marker now. Oh, but Reece James putting in a fantastic challenge there. We haven't heard much from Alonso, and now Kika Firmino. Pearson has said, I'm waving the flag. Firmino, you're getting absolutely bossed by James here. Get him off. And now we got another yellow card for Tomori. Decore getting a yellow card. We got a lot of yellow cards in this game. We got 7 total. Paseta finding space, but it's come to. He's just scuffed the shot, and Kepa's picked up the ball and he's rolled it out. And now Pereira on the half volley, but once again, a tame effort there by Pereira, and Kepa collects it up pretty easily. And now Abraham's gone off. Giroud, the old boy Giroud of Arsenal, he's come on for Chelsea. And now Barkley's gone off for Kante. So now I think Lampard is just going to be shoring up the defence, try and preserve that clean sheet that Mourinho couldn't do against Brighton. Can Chelsea keep that clean sheet, or can someone like Troy Deeney get in, or can Sarr, of course, score? But of course, Sarr got his goal the other day against Man City, of all teams. Pedro is in the open there, but he's tried to dribble it around Mariappa, but Mariappa gets his tackle in, and there we are, Dan. It's ended 2 now. Reece James, 3 bonus points. I'll tell you what, Jason with his defensive moves and goalkeeping moves always seems to get very, very lucky. It's an excellent choice though. Reece James is a very, very attacking defender. Mason Mount with 2 bonus points. Azpilicueta 1. Dan, Watford 0, Chelsea 2.
I brought Sarr in on a bit of a punt, so good win for Chelsea. Reece James on the go there, but wasn't expecting anything from Cathcart, but it didn't really seem like Sarr was involved. I think you mentioned him once.
No, I didn't actually mention his name, I don't think, whatsoever.
Yeah, Delafeu seemed to have a few opportunities, but I think I must have wound the Chelsea boys up, me sort of saying how much I didn't like them, and they must have used that as motivation, and maybe Elton John didn't put something in their tea beforehand. So, a bit disappointing, really.
I've got on screen, everybody, at the moment. It's the Gameweek 11 mini league. I'm not going to be looking at any teams per se, but Gabriel Derop, he has gone top. He's now gone and got that big gap on Grekla. Grekla, of course, going top yesterday. Gabriel Drops, Harry Kane, captain coming through. Mane for Grekler, complete fail. Ryan Seachin, surprisingly, went with Salah, complete fail there. The defender, though, he said in Discord that he's going to be captaining Salah no matter what. Every single match, he's gone with Martial. If it goes on my theory, defender, Martial is not going to be getting you a double-digit haul because he got a double-digit haul against Southampton last time. He could still get a point, some points for you, like a goal or something, but don't expect a double-digit return based on what I've seen with the data. A lot of Vardy captains, you'll be pleased to know. Dan, FPL Mechanic going Martial. I'm one of the few people with a differential with Rashford. Blimey, I'm down to 12th. What? That's terrible.
Sounds like quite a shock.
I've only had 2 players playing, though. That's awful. Jason's really caught up with me. And I don't think he's played the game because he's just left his team as it was. He didn't even get rid of Sane and he kept the captaincy on Sane. Unbelievable. Right, I don't want to be looking at anything because the game has restarted. We are back to normality now. We've caught up with everything, thankfully. The next game upcoming is, I believe... Oh, Dan! It's Arsenal away at Everton. Talk to us.
Wow. Yeah, hopefully hopefully I won't get as angry as I got last time against Man City when I was on stream. But yeah, tough game that away to Everton. I'll go 2-1 Arsenal.
I see. I think Everton are going to... It's the usual line. I think they may have some fun here. I think they're going to beat you. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, and I'm going to go with I'm going to go 3-2 to Everton. I think
they did beat United last week, didn't they? So
they did. They're very good at
win.
home. Arsenal aren't particularly great in this game, I don't think, and I think Everton could potentially cause an upset if you can cause it an upset. I'm open as a Richarlison owner. Richarlison does something. Let's just quickly reveal the team lineups, everybody. It is Pickford in for Everton. Pickford in goal. Mina, Digne, Holgate, Delch, Schneiderlin, Sigurdsson, Davies, Bernard. Jason does like Bernard. He hasn't brought him in, but Bernard does seem to get a lot of returns in this game as of late. Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin up front. For Arsenal, Dan, it is Leno in goal. Tierney, Socrates, Cedric, Mustafi, Xhaka, Nelson, Ozil, Pepe, Lacazette, and Aubameyang. So Lacazette and Aubameyang start together. Are you happy with that team news?
Yeah, happy with that team news. But it's just when you read off those names in defence, I just think, oh god, this is, I don't know, it's going to be goals in this game for Everton.
Right then. So you're predicting goals. I'm predicting goals. Let's see if we do get some goals. I'm hoping Richarlison gets some. Let's get on with this game, shall we? I'm predicting, like I said, a 3-2 to Everton. Dan, of course, being a bit biased, is going to go with an Arsenal 2-1 victory. And already Aubameyang finding space, but he's just put it round Pickford's post. Now, Ozil finding Aubameyang, but, Digne putting in a fantastic challenge. And then we were talking about Bernard before the kickoff, and he's getting his head to it. He's only a short guy. He's been able to get his head to it, but Leno quite comfortably picks up the ball. Bernard again getting his head to it. Dan, what's going on? Arsenal allowing a short guy like Bernard in with his headers, and thankfully they're not really actually doing anything to hurt your defence. Calvert-Lewin and Schneiderlin combining. But Socrates putting his foot in and getting a good tackle into Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin wasn't happy with that. He got up, remonstrated with the referee, and because of that, he's gone and received a yellow card. So now Calvert-Lewin is going to be on edgy water, and now Nelson has gone and got a yellow card. A bit of a horrible challenge on Sigurdsson. It's not been deemed dangerous, so he's been kept on the pitch. So Nelson has been a lucky lad there. And now Tierney playing through Ozil. But we all know what Ozil is like. He can't get anything on target, and Pickford has just simply pushed it round the post. And now Bernard again feeding it through to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin I think he's a bit edgy now. I think he's playing on his mind, this yellow card, because he's just completely scuffed that shot, and Leno has picked it out pretty comfortably. And now Richarlison dribbling it along, but Mustafi putting in a challenge there. Mustafi coming out on top and clearing the ball. Kicks all the way up to Lacazette, and Lacazette feeding it through to Ozil. But Ozil has been challenged by Fabian Delph. Delph putting in an excellent challenge there. We've got a goal! Dan, we've got a goal. Digne scoring for Everton. I wonder if John Harris has got Digne. No. But the question is, can Everton hold on to a clean sheet against Arsenal? Arsenal do usually score in this game. It's very unusual for them not to score. Of course, Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe, Ozil, such great players in when it comes down to it. But can they get through that Everton defence? Everton now making a substitution with Stevie coming on for Davies. And we have got a goal! Richarlison scoring for Everton. It's no assist again. Richarlison scoring, making it 2-0 versus Arsenal. Richarlison essentially took a free kick. He dinked it over the wall. He was the player that was fouled, hence why there was no assist given. So Richarlison scoring from a direct free kick, and Socrates has gone off for Guendouzi. Bernard, having so many attacks in that game, has now gone off for Iwobi. Ceballos coming on for Xhaka. So it looks like Arteta putting in a bit more of a creative player in there. Schneiderlin getting a yellow card. Calvert-Lewin has gone off for Keane. That's Michael Keane. So Ancelotti looks like he's going to be shoring up that defence. Again, another team that are going to be trying to keep a clean sheet in this particular fixture. Pepe has gone off for Torreira. Sigurdsson is playing through Digne. But Tierney has put in a great challenge there and has cleared the ball. Guendouzi finding space. But no, he's just put it wide. And now Aubameyang with a cracker there. But he's just been tipped behind by Pickford. Now Digne playing it through to Michael Keane. But no, Cedric putting in a fantastic challenge there. And it looks like it's going to end 2-0, Dan. And has it ended 2-0? Yes, it has. Goals coming from Digne and Richarlison. No assist given. Digne with 3 bonus. Richarlison with 2. Mina with 1. Dan, your thoughts on Everton 2, Arsenal 0?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they did beat United last week, so Jay can't be too smug about this defeat for Arsenal. But maybe Arteta was overcome on his return to his former club and just kind of got his team wrong. But that sort of defensive lineup didn't really fill me with a lot of confidence. And Everton strong at home, and Richarlison with the points. So not bad for you.
Going to real FPL just quickly, but it's kind of relating with Arsenal. Fine and Fire is saying he might put Ozil in his FPL team just for the crack. Tell him why he should do or why he shouldn't.
I mean, you say just for the crack. I mean, I don't know. You'd have to be on crack to pick him in the team. I can't see Ozil. Yeah, I just you know my thoughts on Ozil. As good a player as he has been at times for Arsenal, like his consistency and his output is just nowhere near the money. I'm probably talking more as an Arsenal fan here than an FPL manager, but yeah, I mean, good luck with that because you're going to need it.
Well, I was listening to Planet FPL the other week, and they reckon that maybe this whole pandemic could actually suit someone like Ozil.
I mean, yeah, probably because he's got more time to play Fortnite. That's the only way I could see it suiting him. The reason why I get annoyed about it is because I think about the money that he's on, and I think about, the players that have left Arsenal, in particular Ramsey and whatnot, players that should still be, if the money was offered, would potentially still be there. So we'll see. If he proves me wrong, I'll be more than happy. And I do, enjoy watching Ozil play when he's on his best form. But can you see him getting anything away to Man City?
Well, again, I don't know. I think that, to be honest with you, I was kind of thinking potentially that, like I said, pre-season kind of style games, maybe with a friendly atmosphere, we could be having goals galore.
Yeah, we could be, but the thing is, Steve-o, it's 2020 now, and I don't remember Ozil turning up in a big away game, and I will emphasise away game because in a lot of big home games he has turned up over his career at Arsenal. But when it comes to the away games, I just correct me as I say, people in the chat, Gabriel De Rock, correct me if I'm wrong, but in terms of big away games, I'm not talking about that game in the Champions League when he scored late on in that group game. I'm talking about your big teams, and no, I don't know. I'm a bit sick of Ozil, to be honest with you. So
Get him gone.
yeah, I don't. Yeah,
From a real life
it's
perspective.
time. Yeah, just I mean, like I say, there have going back to what was it 2015-16 when he got, I think he got like 19 assists or something like that. So he had a peak season then, and then onwards from them, like last season at home to Leicester, he played really well. But it's just the money that he's on comparing, and I think just get him gone.
There we are. Fine and fire. Get him. Well, don't even bother. Paulie making a nothing will get Ozil going. One good game in 10. He's due at least one haul. Gabriel making the point. Ozil still owes us one brilliant game this season, but then again also 3 sit days as well. So Dan, we are now approaching the next fixture. It's the usual story. I have no idea what it is, so it's all a surprise to me. To be honest, I don't have a clue what's going on in the mini league. What I'm going to do is I'll try and focus on the mini league after this next particular fixture. Oh God! Oh, it's West Ham versus Sheffield United. Dan.
Now I'm interested. I've got good old Baldock.
This is a very, very tough game to call. West Ham aren't too bad at home. Sheffield United, on the other hand, excellent defensively. Do you know what? I think Sheffield United are going to win this, though, in a very, very tight game. I'm going to go 2-1 to Sheffield United, Dan.
I'm going to go, even though I've got good old Baldock in my team boosting it up, I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah, it really wouldn't surprise me if this game ended 0-0, 1-1, something 1-0 either way, something like that. It's going to be tight, but I'm going to put faith into Sheffield United and hope that they win. Again, I don't think I've got nobody playing in this game whatsoever. I don't think so. Let's show the lineups. Let's find out exactly who's starting. So we've got for West Ham, Fabianski, Diop, Fredericks, Cresswell, Ogbonna, Anderson, Bowen, Yarmolenko, Noble, Jetty, and Allaire. And for Sheffield United, we have Henderson, Egan, Basham, Baldock, O'Connell, Freeman, Besic, Burge, Lundstrom, McBurney, and Mousset. So let's, in a 3, a 2, a 1, let's get on with the game. We're at the Bowling Ground. It's West Ham at home to Sheffield United. I'm not expecting. I saw Bilal talking about the last game, Everton versus Arsenal being a drab game. I'm telling you now, this is not going to be fun either. This is going to be a pretty poor game. We're at the 10th minute and absolutely nothing has happened other than Bowen. The ball being crossed in from Yarmolenko. Bowen getting his head to it, but it's just a simple save by Henderson. And I just think that David Moyes will be wanting to, do you know what? Let's just get a draw, even though it's at home. Get a draw. I don't care about entertaining football right now. I just want to get that draw. Allaire getting a shot in, but we all know with Allaire, he can't do anything when it comes to his shooting, and he's just put it completely wide. Talking of Yarmolenko, he's just had a thunderbolt just fired in, but Henderson just tipping it around his post here. Now we're getting some action now coming through. We're at the 30th minute mark. O'Connell getting his head to it. Lundstrom firing in the cross. O'Connell getting his head to it, but Cresswell getting in the way and was able to put it away from the corner. And now Ogbonna having a crack. He was fed in by Noble, but Ogbonna having a crack, and we all know with defenders they it's very, very rare they can score, and that's the reason why, because he's just completely sent it over the stands. Frederick finding space now, but once again he's just absolutely just tried to hit it as hard as possible, and essentially it's just gone straight at Henderson, and he's just a comfortable collection of the ball. Egan playing it through to Lundstrom getting a double-digit haul the other day, and Fabianski somehow got down to his bottom right and was able to push it round the post. And now Allaire trying his luck, and Egan getting in his way there and putting him off, and he's just gone and missed it. And we've got now a substitution where Bowen has come off for Fornells. Sheffield United have just brought on Flex, so they're just bringing on an attacking player for Mousset, so almost like a straight swap there. And Besic getting a yellow card, putting in a challenge on Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko appealing to get a red card, but no, the referee's having none of it. And now Sheffield United making another substitution with Billy Sharp coming on. Besic going off, so not risking a potential red card. And we've just had another yellow card coming in. Diop there putting a challenge on Lundstrom. And Diop getting the yellow card. Fornells and Haller combining. But Calaire's just fallen over his feet, Dan. He's just completely fallen over, and Bulldog has just picked him up to say, come on, mate, what you doing? And Burge going off for McGoldrick. Snodgrass, can he get his standard attacking return? Has now come on for Felipe Anderson. Snodgrass always seems to get something in any game he seems to play. But Lundstrom getting his head to it from Fleck. Fleck putting the ball in. But Fabianski just collects it with his hands. And Dan, it looks like it's going to end 0-0. And it has ended 0-0. And it's, as we expected, that was a shocking game. Nothing of any interest whatsoever. O'Connor with 3 bonus. Burge with 2. Fabianski with 1, Dan. Pretty poor.
Well, yeah, I mean, Bulldog, clean sheet. So, pretty delighted with that, really. Wasn't expecting that. I thought West Ham would get at least a goal, but I did get the draw right. But yeah, pretty dire game apart from that, really.
So let's just quickly look at the mini league. Right then, so Gabriel Derop, top. He has had all his players playing apart from Vinagre and Cantwell. Obviously, his captain coming through with 18 points. Some of his big scorers being, Mason Mount, Harry Kane, Vardy coming through, Alonso, Hull, Lincoln L, Gabriel Derop here, Henderson, Holgate, Alonso, 3 clean sheets. He had De Bruyne coming through with his assist and bonus points. In second spot, we've got Grekler, who essentially it's down to Grekler and Gabriel Derop. But he's having a bit of a stinker, Grekler. Decent defensive returns though with Henderson, O'Connell and Holgate getting their clean sheets. His captain failing though with Mane. He's got 3 players left in Traore, Martial and Grealish. Calvert-Lewin with a disappointing 1 point. Wow, Ryan Seachin, 15 points. Admittedly, he's only had 5 people playing. His captain failing though with only 4 points coming from Salah. Alonso, his other scorer, with 6 points. Other than that, you've got Robertson, Calvert-Lewin, Mane. Essentially all just 2-pointers. But he's still got 6 players left to play. We then have the defender in 4th with 16 points. Once again, only 4 players playing. There's still got his captain to play in Martial. So could the defender actually make up some ground here? He's got double Crystal Palace defence with Guaita and Ward going to be playing. And we got Harbour Boy on 27. Lewis Kirkby having a very, very good game with 56 points. But the majority of his team has played. He captained Vardy. He had Reece James of Chelsea and Harvey Barnes coming with double-digit returns. I'm having a shocker. I'm having a really, really bad game week. 20 pathetic points. I've only had 4 people playing though. 2 of them coming through with Vardy and Richarlison. Hopefully I can make up some ground. And frighteningly, Jason has really, really caught up with me. That's scary. That's really worrying. He's had 6 people playing. He's got differentials on me, Guaita, Jimenez, Wood and Neto. I've got Rashford captain. But you, Dan, you know what? You've actually done pretty well in virtual FPL. You're 27 points at the moment. You are aware that you didn't triple captain you wildcarded. You are aware of that, right?
Say again.
You are aware that you wildcarded. You didn't hit the triple captaincy.
I triple captain Vardy. Unless
I'm afraid you didn't.
You
hit the wild card.
I don't know. To be fair, I am doing this on my mobile, so I must have just pressed the wrong thing. But as I said, I am doing this for a bit of fun for the sake of the stream, so I'm not too bothered. But when you said wildcard earlier on, I was a bit like, oh, what's he talking about? But yeah, this is pretty much the last time I'll play it. So I'm looking at it now. Obviously, Vardy, captain, bowled up with a clean sheet. Everyone else kind of let me down, but I'm hoping for Pookie to do me good.
It's Basham, isn't it? 6 points on the bench there. Well, I don't want to jinx it for myself, but Norwich away from home, they're terrible. They just can't seem to score. They're away at Burnley. I'd like to think, in fact, I think that could be the next. No, it's not. The next game is Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth. We'll get your thoughts on that, being a former Bournemouth homeboy. But yeah, Norwich away from home. They can't seem to score, but that's me now jinxing the game. But yes, the upcoming match is Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth. I'm expecting, Dan, a high-scoring game. What about you?
Yeah, I think it was quite a high-scoring game end of last season. I seem to remember Batshuayi getting some goals. I know he's back at Chelsea now, but Tammy Batshuayi getting some goals. But yeah, I'm going to go for 2-2.
2-2. Can you see my Zaha pick doing anything?
Yes, I can actually, because just once again basing this off real life, I know that he, I think he got some goals and assists last season. So yeah, I reckon I'll do something quite well.
Absolutely, I completely agree with you here. What I'm going to do in a second is just writing a message to James Bang. So I've got some information, everybody. So James Bang has officially set up that mini league. I'm not going to reveal anything, but I do want to say that thank you to James Bang for what he has done. For anybody that doesn't know, James Bang is setting up a mini league with £100 of his own money. £100 of his own money being given to the winner. It is a Gameweek 30 mini league. So Gameweek 30 onwards mini league for any members of the Elite FPL community to get involved with, and we'll be revealing more information as we get it. Back to the virtual FPL world, where it is Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth. Let's just reveal the lineups, find out what the team news is. We have got Guaita in goal, Ward, Cahill, Van Aanholt on hot scoring form at the moment, Dan, Max Meyer, MacArthur, Coyote, Milivojevic, Zaha and Ayew. For Bournemouth, my keeper hero of Ramsdale that got me a clean sheet yesterday and 2 bonus points, I think it was. Of course, Francis Ake, Steve Cook, Mapane, Brooks, Lewis Cook, Danjuma, Billing, Harry Wilson and King. Of course, Harry Wilson, the goal scoring machine. But he likes to do it at home rather than away from home. Can he be kept quiet in this game? Can Crystal Palace keep a clean sheet? I hope so. Let's get on with the game. Let's find out with Crystal Palace first of all. I didn't really give a prediction in this game. I think that Crystal Palace will win this 2-1. I think this is actually going to be a lot tighter than what Dan thinks. Dan thinking it's going to be 2-2. I think it's going to be a lot tighter than that. And Zaha losing his marker straight away. But that, with Ramsdale in hot form at the moment, keeping that clean sheet, full of confidence, gets down low to his feet, low to Zaha's feet, and just, well, quite comfortably collects it. Zaha going over, but the referee's just waving it away and tells him to get up. Wow, we've got creative play here by Joel Ward. Joel Ward feeding through Ayew, but Ayew just misses the target there. And Steve Cook's just picked up a yellow card for Bournemouth. Not great for Bournemouth now that he's on a yellow card. Key to Bournemouth's defence. He is now going to be on itchy toes at the moment. MacArthur in the open. He had a free kick. And he's just put it over the crossbar. We've got a goal. Bournemouth have just scored. It is Dan Juma. I've never even heard of him. Dan Juma, assisted by King. Dan, who is your namesake? Dan Juma. Who is this? Have you heard of him?
Never heard of him. He sounds like a good player, though. So, literally know nothing. Someone in the chat must know a lot more about him than we do. So,
yeah,
let us know.
Any Bournemouth diehard fans in there, let us know if you know who this Dan Juma is. It seems like a very, very close. We got another goal by the same player. Dan Juma again. This time assisted by Aki.
Yeah, it sounds like it could be a character from Tekken, that name. But I don't.
Joel Ward picking up a yellow card. And now, well, Bournemouth, can they get 2 clean sheets in a row? This is absolutely shocking from Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace are normally excellent at home. And unfortunately, they've conceded twice. Dan losing his marker. But no, he's just put it wide. And now my flaming player's gone off. Zaha has gone off for Schlupp.
That makes sense.
So basically, the Steve-O, my luck in virtual FPL has now ended as of last night. It's just completely... I should stop streaming. I really should, Dan, because I'm sick. Every time I seem to stream, everything goes against me. If I was listening to Jason doing the stream tomorrow, everything would be going perfectly fine. And we've got it 3-0, Dan. It's 3-0 to Bournemouth. Mafane with the goal. David Brooks with the assist.
Remember him from last season? Bloody hell, that's bringing back memories. Just fantastic for Bournemouth, and completely unexpected.
Unexpected. This is shocking. And it's ended 3-0. Dan. Bonus 3 going to Danjuma. Mapane getting 2. Ake with 1. The goals coming from 2 from Danjuma. Mapane with 1. 3 assists in that game. Josh King, Brooks, and Ake. Dan, I don't know where the hell that result came from. That's 2 clean sheets in a row for Bournemouth. 3-0.
Yeah. Didn't at any point consider any Bournemouth players. Did briefly consider Zaha, but I didn't have the funds to do it. Taken out. I mean, well, played my wild card apparently, but fantastic result, and just that kind of coupon buster if there was a virtual betting for this FPL, so to speak. But you must be pretty good about that. Zaha not even lasting 90 minutes.
For anybody new watching this, i.e. Rafael Minamoso, asking about how do I join Discord, the link is in the description of the video. It's also, the link there, the Streamlabs just posts up a link, and all you've got to do is click on it in the chat and it will take you to Discord. It's a wonderful community. Anybody new around here that wants to join our Discord, by all means. Anybody that is watching this that's enjoying the show so far, it's the usual. So if you are brand new around here, simply hit the subscribe button. If you're enjoying the stream in general, you know what to do. Just simply hit the like button. Dan, obviously, Jason has been experimenting with streaming on Twitter, streaming on Instagram, Periscope, all this. Your thoughts on streaming on different platforms?
Yeah, it's certainly something worth doing. It's kind of like it's quite clever, really. It's kind of like an untapped market. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen other content creators doing that, actually live streaming. You stream social media platforms. So I quite like that idea. I'd be interested in maybe even doing it on maybe a Facebook Live or something.
Yeah, it's also on Facebook Live as well. Yeah, it's
okay.
It's basically all social media platforms.
Yeah, so I suppose as I say, it's kind of reaching people on the most popular platform, doing something different, and people, giving people another way to access it is what I'm trying to say. through a different way. So, and it gives, I suppose, really in essence, it gives people a little tease of what you're about, and then they can check out the YouTube channel. So, yeah, it makes sense. So, I have to say that, you know, obviously the work Jason's done on the design is fantastic, and I'm quite enjoying the new intro song as well.
Yeah, obviously for anybody that doesn't have a clue what I'm talking about, so when Jason goes live, he streams on various platforms, which, as we just mentioned, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc., etc. So if you are more of a fan of those particular sites to watch essentially our streams on, or any streams really, that we are available on those particular platforms where you can enjoy. Maybe it's easier access for a lot of people. Maybe they can only hear us via phone. Maybe you find it easier to watch on your TV like I do. That's what I prefer. If I ever get the opportunity to watch anybody live, it will always be done through my TV. But 99 times out of 100, I'll be listening to it on audio the following day at work. Yeah, like I said, the one thing I get very, very frustrated about when it comes to streaming is the fact that when you're doing it about a game that you kind of invest yourself in, I seem to jinx it, and I've jinxed it. Everything since doing a couple of live streams last night and today, everything's gone completely wrong. So I'm probably not going to stream tomorrow night. I just don't understand what on earth's going on, to be honest with you, Dan. It's very, very frustrating, isn't it?
Yes, it's you know, it's pretty unlucky considering, as I said, Bournemouth at home to. Palace at home to Bournemouth. It's just that typical thing whereby you think, yeah, you're going to be guaranteed some kind of returns, and then it's just that sod's law. So I mean, you're getting frustrated now. Just think about when we're doing the real FPL, so to speak, and what that's going to be like.
I think from this point of view, it's the fact that Sane went and scored. You know, he's been absolutely pants in this game of late, and then all of a sudden he's away at Liverpool and he gets a goal when I get rid of him.
Yeah, it's pretty unlucky. But yeah, Sane seems to be really good, and I know that he's isn't he fit now?
In real life, yeah.
Yeah, so because he's kind of sort of, well, I say a forgotten man. Obviously, Bayern Munich haven't forgotten him, want to sign him up, but yeah, he's not really been, you know, featured for Man City for what feels like an eternity. So he could be one to get on, really.
Well, I made this point on the stream the other day when Fantasy Football returned. I've just got it up on screen at the moment. That maybe it's wise for everybody to listen out for press conferences, i.e. from Pep Guardiola, what he says about players like Sane. Because he is 9.3, I think he is. 9.3 million. If he was like a guaranteed starter, I think I'd take him over Sterling.
Yeah, I think so, as long as he's guaranteed, because from his point of view as well, if he does want it does seem like he wants to move back to Germany and get to Bayern Munich. You know, he's got to have to play well. So, yeah, it just doesn't, you know, he was also being linked with Liverpool, which, well, I don't think that would happen. But, yeah, sort of like a kind of a forgotten man, but not forgotten by those of us that watch football on a regular basis over time. So yeah, definitely worth a punt.
Talking of Liverpool, you mentioned in a message to me the other day, but I heard that with Timo Werner that Liverpool aren't willing to pay the price for him. They're not willing to go over they're not willing to pay more than 50 million, but Chelsea are willing just to give that the release clause or something like that. Do you know much about this?
Not an awful lot. I mean, I know that Chelsea, as I said to you the other day, have agreed a deal in principle to sign him, and they've got Ziyech coming as well. Maybe they just don't feel like they need him as well. I don't know. I mean, they're already pretty strong in that department. So maybe that's coming into thinking, and maybe obviously with the situation that we've had over the pandemic and whatnot, that's going to have an impact on finances and transfers and wages, and undoubtedly it will. So clubs are kind of having to balance their books in a way, but I know Liverpool are well backed, so maybe that's not the case. But yeah, I mean, they've got, a top class forward line already. So maybe it was more of a priority for Chelsea and Liverpool, perhaps.
I mean, we've got an immediate comment there saying that 50 million to sit on Liverpool's bench. Would he be a bench player?
I think so. With the front three that Liverpool have got, and maybe that's not what he. Well, of course it wants. So yeah, so it's a lot of money to be, as I say, as a backup striker. But I think Liverpool do want to kind of get some kind of backup. But Werner's one of the top strikers in the German leagues. So yeah, it kind of makes sense. I'm going to Chelsea in a way, but I'm not particularly happy about that. But Chelsea got two excellent signings. Obviously, as long as they confirm this signing, it is in principle, but does seem like it's likely to happen.
Paulie screaming down the line. Aston Villa Norwich kicked off 5 minutes ago. Relax, my friend. It's a pointless game. I couldn't care less about it. But Dan, you do. I didn't realise. I thought
I got Pookie.
We're away at Burnley. It's another Claret and Blue team in Pookie. Let's get your score prediction for this game.
2-0 to Norwich.
2-0 to Norwich. I'm going to go with 2-1 to Villa. I think Grealish should get some in this game. And as we reveal the team news, here we go. It's Pepe Reina in goal. Target, Konsa, House, Mings, Jota, Trezeguet, Douglas Luiz, El Ghazi, Grealish and Wesley for Aston Villa. And then for Norwich, Krul, Zimmerman, Aarons, Byron, Hanley, Stiepermann, Duda, Rancic, McLean, Tetty and Pookie. Of course, Buendia being sent off the other day. So Dan's going 2-0 biasly towards Norwich. I'm going 2-1 to Aston Villa. Let's find out what goes in this game. I'd like to think there'll be a lot of goals in this game. Oh, we've already got a penalty already, and Pookie scored for you, Dan.
Yes, come on.
After three,
that was what I like to hear.
After 3 minutes, Tyrone Mings, just for whatever reason, pulls down Byron in the box. Byron, of course, goes tumbling down. Referee straight to the spot, points his finger, and he didn't get a yellow card, surprisingly, but Pookie comfortably puts it in the back of the net. But the referee has pulled out a yellow card, and it's for Tetty. Tetty remonstrating with the referee, and El Ghazi's now. I think El Ghazi and Tetty have been into a bit of a argy-bargy there, a bit of shoving around and everything. The referee's controlled it, and El Ghazi and Tetty have both been shown a yellow card towards each other. And now Tyrone Mings, after pulling down Byron, giving away the penalty, has made up for it. He's put the ball through into Grealish, and Grealish to his feet, he's gone and put the ball in the back of the net. It's 1-1 in this game. Aston Villa 1, Norwich 1. El Ghazi picking up a yellow card. Stiepermann picking up a yellow card. Is there going to be a red card in another Norwich game? We've got another Byron he's getting very frustrated. He essentially pulled down Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz was on the break, but Byron just pulled him back. And we've got another goal, Dan. Byron scoring, and it was assisted by Pookie.
You
cannot make this up. Your captain Vardy, fair enough. Makes sense, but it's Pookie that's gone and get the double-digit haul in this particular fixture. Byron getting the goal. He's just been yellow carded for a foul on Douglas Luiz, and then he just went and repaid the Norwich by scoring a goal. Pookie feeding it through to Byron. Byron was rushing in, and Pookie getting the assist, and Byron scoring. Tyrone Mings getting his head to it, just putting it just a bit wide to Tim Krul's goal there. Now Trezeguet, the ball swung in by El Ghazi. Trezeguet getting his head to it, but Hanley was able to clear the ball. And now we've got a substitution for Norwich where Tetty has gone off. Cantwell, I forgot about him. Cantwell's come on, and now Duda's gone off for Drimic. So Drimic has come on. Aston Villa making a substitution with Hourihane coming on for Grealish, and immediately Hourihane has got a yellow card. What exactly happened there was Cantwell was on the ball, and Hourihane just decided, you know what, I'm not having this, and he just completely swiped out the second he walked on the pitch. I've got some bad news for you, Dan. Lewis has come on for Pookie. So Pookie has now gone off the pitch. He's waved to the fans of Norwich. He's gone off and he's rewarded those Norwich fans with a goal and an assist for Norwich there. We're at the 87th minute mark and it looks like it's going to reverse score. I said 2-1 to Aston Villa. And it's Norwich that looks like they're going to win this 2-1. Can they get anything Aston Villa out of this? No, they can't. Wow, Dan. 2-1 to Norwich. Goals. Pookie scoring a penalty. Byron being fouled. Then Grealish replied. Tyrone Mings, the foul, the one gave away the penalty, assisted Grealish, and then Byron at the end scoring from a Pookie assist. 3 bonus to Byron, 2 to Grealish. Pookie with 1. Dan, your thoughts on that, mate?
Well, I mean, brilliant. Pookie getting those returns. Yeah, delighted that he got those returns, really. It wasn't... this game week seems to be the players I'm not kind of expected to perform a kind of over, really, like Baldock and Pookie comparison, like Mane and Salah. So, yeah, I mean, we all know about the Pookie pie at the start of the season. Be in full swing towards the end of the virtual FPL. So, yeah, happy days.
Harbour Boys saying they brought in Grealish for Sane. Again, I'm going to be repeating it. I was thinking of bringing him in, but I thought, no, he got some other goal the other day. So, Gabriel De Rock very upset that Cantwell didn't start. Yeah, unfortunately not, no. Yeah, Harbour Boy Grealish did go off, but he has rewarded you with 2 bonus points. The next game is, well, it's my captain, Dan. It's quite a big game here. It's Man United versus Southampton. Danny Ings hasn't been playing late for Southampton. Will he get a start today? I think Man United are going to win this comfortably. It may sound a bit biased, but I think United have got goals in the minute. I'm going to go 3 or 4-1. They can't keep clean sheets. Dan, Man United versus Southampton prediction.
I'm going to say 2-1 to Man United, but hopefully Ings gets a goal because I've still got him in my team.
You think it's going to be tight, do you, despite the fact it's Old Trafford?
I'm just hoping, Steve-O. I'm just hoping for some sort of return from Ings because that would be nice if all 3 of my strikers got points. But
well, if he starts, of course.
Yeah, it could be.
If he starts. Last 3 games, Danny's been benched. What do you reckon that could be due
to? Maybe he's been busy sorting out his real life fantasy football team.
Cheers.
I don't know.
Let's find out what the team uses. Does Danny Ings start? Well, the good news is, Dan, yes, he does. So, of course, De Gea out for 8 weeks. Romero sticking in for him. Romero, Jones, I can never pronounce this name. Tuanzebe, Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Pogba, Matic, Pereira, Fernandes, Martial, Rashford. So it's defenders captain versus my captain in Rashford. For Southampton, it's McCarthy, Vestergaard, Bednarak, Danso, Bertrand, Højbjerg, Romeo, Jempo, Armstrong, Adams, and Ings. Can Rashford do something? Is the reason why I went with Rashford, quite simply, his home record is really, really good. When it was away from home, he didn't really do anything. So let's hope that he can do something at home. He's in form at the moment. Let's play the game. Let's run that simulation. Let's hope that Man United do get the goals. Obviously, the defender will be hoping that Martial comes in with something. Rashford, of course, coming in for Jason the other day with that vice captaincy. It was a goal and assist, and I think he got 3 bonus points as well. But as we all know, I have no luck when it comes to this. Ings has got you an assist, Dan. I don't believe it. Ings slipping it through to Romeo, and it's Romeo scoring against United. United just cannot keep clean sheets. Ings getting an assist. He started the first time in 3 games. And he's got an assist. It's 1-0 to Southampton away at Man United. Old Trafford is silent. And yes! We've got a goal, Dan. Rashford scoring. Fernandes with the assist. Come on. That's more like it. And we've got another goal by Pogba, and it's Martial with the assist. That's it. This is what we want to see. Goals. Oh my goodness. we've got an injury. Now, this is big news. Romero has gone off injured and Grant has come on. I think it's not going to be Lee Grant for crying out loud, but wow, let's get on with the action here. Fernandez trying his stuff. Oh, but McCarthy has just tipped it around the corner. And now Pogba playing through Martial. But Martial should have done better. Martial in my team as well, getting an assist for Pogba. I'm really needing Rashford to get me a double-digit return in this game. Højbjerg getting a yellow card. We've actually had another yellow card for Jempo. So 2 yellow cards for Southampton here. They are wanting to get back into this. They're really frustrated after letting in 2 really simple goals. And now Ings slipping it through to Højbjerg. But no, he's just put it over the bar. Grant, of course, is now going to be, well, I would like to think the Hasselhotel is just going to say, get on this goalkeeper. But I would like to think that Man United's class will shine through. And hopefully I can get something else more from Rashford. But I just have this feeling. And then we've got a header from Martial, but he's just put it wide. It was a corner from Fernandez, but Martial, just putting it past him. Now Martial again with a half volley, but it was Danso of all players getting his foot in the way, and it's just gone over for another corner. Now Adams playing it through to Højbjerg. Højbjerg again with the effort, but he's done nothing with it, and he really should have done better with that. Rashford in the dangerous position. He's just put it over the bar. He was almost open, Dan, but he's just put it over. It was easier to score than it was to put it over. And now Fernandez with a corner here. But no, it's come to nothing. Now McTominay's come on for Pereira. It looks like Solskjaer's now going to be tightening up. And now Fernandez on the ball here. He's playing it through, and he's just been tackled by Bednarak. Great challenge now. Fernandez has been taken off for Lindelof. So Solskjaer is really saying, let's just hold it here. Let's hold that 4. We've got Southampton on the ball here. Ings trying to dribble it through, but Wan-Bissaka putting in an excellent challenge. Wan-Bissaka putting it out for a throwing. Can we get anything for Rashford? Final substitution. It's Bertrand off for Redmond. So Hasselhotel's going for it now. Martial putting it through to Rashford, but again, Rashford putting it wide, and Rashford just can't seem to take his opportunities. He's had a few, and it looks like it's going to end 2-1 to Man United, and it has ended 2-1 to Man United. And now an injury for Southampton. Their goalkeeper's gone off injured. 2 goalkeeping injuries. McCarthy sidelined for 6 weeks. Man United winning 2-1. Pogba and Rashford with the goals. Fernandez, Martial with the assists. Romeo with a goal, Ings with an assist, Pogba 3 bonus, 2 for Grant, 1 for Rashford. Dan, your thoughts on that? End-to-end game, it seemed.
Well, I was spot on my prediction, but I didn't put any money on it, so a bit annoyed about that. But return from Ings, wasn't really expecting that once again. Another player that wasn't expecting to returning. But yeah, quite a tight. I know Southampton have had some good results at United over the years, but Rashford, good choice of captain. So yeah, pretty happy all round for all of us, really, at the moment.
So it's Gabriel de Rop. He's leading Grekla by 9 points. The unfortunate thing is that he's only got Vinagre left. Vinagre is a bit of a rotation risk. It's very frustrating because Vinagre started something like, I think it was like 5 or 6, maybe 7 games in a row, and then all of a sudden the second me and Gabriel de Rop bring him in. Well, certainly when I get him in, he decides to get benched. So it's down to Vinagre. If not, he'll probably come as a sub, and if not, it'll be Mariappa coming on with 1 point. Grekla, on the other hand, for the final fixture's got Traore in this fixture, so it's Traore versus Vinagre. Well, defender, I don't know if he'd be happy with that result or not. Captaincy on Martial, 10 points, but he's got Jimenez and Jota up front. It is Burnley versus Wolves. This is a big game. Ryan Seachin has had a stinker. Friend of the show, Ryan, has been a long-term supporter of Elite FPL, and he has had an absolute terrible game. There was a chance that he could get into that top 2, but it's been blown tonight. MacArthur 2 points, Ward with 0, Robertson 2, Mane 2, Salah 2, doubled up to 4 as his captain. Cantwell making a cameo appearance, Calvert-Lewin just a 1 point. The only players returning were Martial, Alonso, Fernandes. He's got Jimenez. Jimenez is the cheap version of Aubameyang, as Jason would say. He'd probably return against Burnley. Ideal result for me would be 0-0, personally, or maybe Wolves, Vinagre to hopefully start and get a clean sheet, and maybe Traoré scoring. But this has been shocking, an absolute shocking game week for myself. For quite a few others, I see that Wayne in our mini league hasn't been performing too well either. He's on 36 points. Captain Salah, another captain of Salah. It's been a disappointing game week, hasn't it, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, that Vardy thing was a bit of a cock up on my behalf, but it's just players that you expect to deliver. Mainly the double up with Liverpool players has let me down a little bit. But, my front line, they've all done well. So can't complain about that. But it's kind of the Liverpool assets that have really let the side down, to be fair. And Wolves as well. Patricio and Neto do great. But, yeah, still good fun, though.
Yeah, that's the key, isn't it? It's just all a bit of fun, a bit of a laugh, and we can all just enjoy what's happening. But when you like this, I say it all the time, if you're invested in something, you kind of want to do well at it. And yeah, like I say, I'm having an absolute stinker. And I've been floating around the 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th mark for weeks and weeks and weeks. And in the last 2 games, I've dropped to 11th. And there's no chance that... Well, actually, unless all my players get 0 points, I'm going to go 10th, a minimum of 10th. Potentially, if Jimenez stays quiet, which I doubt, I could go above Paulie. And maybe if my luck's in, but I doubt it, if Traoré outscores Jimenez, I could go up to 8th. It's so tight between Lewis in 7th and myself in 11th. Well, the upcoming game, it is Burnley versus Wolves. We will find out in a second exactly how it all goes. Let's find out what the lineups are, everybody. It is... Oh, no Chris Wood. And no Vinagre. So, damn. Right. Gabriel Derop, no Vinagre. So we got Pope in goal, Bardsley, Long, me, Taylor, Cork, Munson, Brady, Westwood, Vidra and Barnes. For Wolves, it's Patrizio, Johnny, Doherty, Cody, Bowley, Kilman, Gibbs White, Dendonka, Traoré, Jota, Jimenez. A prediction on this game, Dan? I think Wolves are going to win this 3-1.
I'll say Wolves 2-1.
Yeah, I can't see Jimenez being quiet. I can't see Jota keeping quiet. Ideal result for me would be 0-0. It ain't going to happen. Right, everybody, it's Burnley versus Wolves. Let's play that game. Let's see how Burnley get on. Of course, Burnley the other day actually keeping a clean sheet, and Jimenez already getting an opportunity there. But thankfully, Phil Bardsley has put him off, and Jimenez got a bit all over there, and he's completely put it wide of Nick Pope's goal. Dendonka slipping it through to Kilman. Blimey, Pope with an extraordinary save. He jumped just to tip it round as Kilman tried to curl it into the top right-hand corner, but Pope got his fingertips to it, and Taylor crossing in the ball. He's taking the corner here, and Brady getting ahead to it, but thankfully nothing came of it. And Ben Mee now getting a yellow card, so he's going to have to be a bit cautious now around Jimenez and Jota, not wanting to get sent off. Maybe Dyche could be maybe wise to maybe substitute him at half time. Who knows? Because it's going to be a tough battle between Jimenez and Ben Mee. Traore having an effort from the edge of the box, but he's just put it wide, and now Traore again. But Nick Pope come out quick enough, and he's just got to Traore's feet and collected the ball. And now Johnny, Doherty finding Johnny here, but thankfully, well, it was Long, Kevin Long putting in a great challenge there. Oh, damn. Jimenez gets his standard goal. Traore with the assist. So Jimenez getting his standard goal. Traore with the assist. Traore at the moment on hot form. Jimenez, well, he's just a goal scoring machine really. I may get Jimenez in for Rashford, to be honest with you, just to save me 0.7 million. Traore losing his marker. This is a chance, and thankfully Charlie Taylor putting a challenge in, and Traore just falls over. The referee plays on. Jimenez now finding space. He's in a dangerous position. He's just scored again. It's now 2-0 to Wolves. And expected. And I told you this, Dan. Jota and Jimenez, they're going to dominate this game. Jota's gone and scored. No assist again. It's now 3-0 to Wolves. This is pathetic from Burnley. Absolutely pathetic. And now Jota feeding through Dendoncker, but what a fantastic save by Pope, and the Chris Wood has come on for Greg Brady. What were you going to say, Dan? Go for it, mate.
No, I was just saying you get invested as I do when it's Arsenal losing on this game.
Well, Vidra's scored. I've been talking about Ben Mee maybe being a bit cautious. He swung it across. Vidra's got his head to it and he's put it in the back of the net. So that's clean sheet wipeout, as James would say on Planet FPL, for Wolves. So it's 3-1. I predicted 3-1 to Wolves. And now Hendrick's come on for Charlie Taylor. McNeil's come on for Goodmanson. Jimenez has gone off. Neto has come on. Can Wolves get a fourth? Maybe. We've got a goal, Dan. Ben Mee. Ben Mee scored.
On the comeback.
Yeah, McNeil with the corner. He swung it in. Ben Neal gets his head to it. And now it's 3-2 to Wolves. Can Burnley get something in the last 9 seconds? Can Chris Wood come up with something? Can Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood combine? Can they make it 3-3? It is going to end in the last 9 seconds. And it has ended 3-2, Dan. End-to-end stuff in the end of that. 5 goals total. Jimenez with 2, Jota with 1. Only 1 assist in those Wolves goals with Traore. Ben Mee and Vidra scoring, and Ben Mee and McNeil with the assists. Bonus for Jimenez 3, Mee with 2, Vidra with 1. Dan, what on earth happened there?
Well, I did predict the Wolves win, but Burnley kind of woke up 3-0, came back fighting, got a late equaliser, but nothing from Patricio doing nothing for me. But I mean, a bit of Burnley fight at the end, but yeah.
Well, let's just quickly look over the mini league where, wow, I mean, for myself, it's really, really tightened up. So Gabriel de Ropp, your top, you've now reclaimed your top spot. You're now 6 points clear of Grekla. Both getting decent scores, 67 points and 58 respectively. The defender having a good game week, moving up to third because Ryan Seachin has had an absolute stinker. The FPL defender now 14 points clear of Ryan. And then it really is down to between myself up to 5th spot, where only 24 points covers Harbour Boy, down to me in 10th. Anurag dropping out the top 10, 7 points behind me. But yeah, there's a little mini league battle going on between myself, FPL Mechanic, Paulie, Lewis, and Anurag there. And then we got a bit of a gap between BQ, that's Bilal, in 12th. Jason, though, Wow. Well, he's destroying John. Jason's had an excellent game week. 72 points. Very, very good score. In fact, I'd say an excellent score there. Jimenez getting 2 goals there. Egan, James, Sane captain, De Bruyne. Just quickly see how you got on, Dan. 44 points. It's, Pookie coming in for you. Vardy captain. That's it. Vardy, Pookie and Ings and Baldock. Dan, have you enjoyed this evening? Is he gone? Is he where's Danny boy gone? Has he accidentally disconnected? Has he yeah, he has. He's just gone. Dan, you're back with us. Dan, we can hear you shuffling about here. We need to get some voices. We need to hear your voice, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Here we go.
You just went. I was talking about Burnley's spirited fight back against Wolves. There was just silence and me just kind of shuffling on my bed. On my own, I might add. But could you actually still hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. You're perfectly fine. You are
right.
You are live on air with everybody. Did you enjoy that game week, Dan? It's been a bit of a stinker, really.
I'm just a bit thinking I triple captain Vardy, and I hadn't. Considering it's my last, pretty much my last game week for virtual FPL, unless get invited on again. But a little bit disappointed. Happy with my front three. That was good, but obviously that 6 points on the bench was a bit frustrating. It's just that treble up on Liverpool assets and double up on Wolves players that's kind of cost me a higher score. But it was a bit of fun, as I say. I don't take it too seriously because there's no money at stake, so I can kind of relax a bit.
And there we have it, everybody. That was game week 33. Hopefully I'd like to think you enjoyed the coverage there, despite the few hiccups at the start of it. But Dan did mention the fact that FPL is back, and just finally, Dan, just your final quick summary. I've just got it up on screen right now. Your quick summary of your thoughts on unlimited transfers for anybody that's joining us now. Your thoughts on the game giving us unlimited transfers.
I just can't wait. It gives people like me another chance. But if you've been doing well this season and you're like saying a high position, you've got your rivals below you, I guess you'd feel pretty annoyed because you've kind of had now, and obviously you all have unlimited transfers as well. But I suppose it does make the fact that game. I guess it just makes it all a bit more exciting, really. The start of the season again. It feels weird saying start of the season again. Plenty of work to do on the teams, and I no doubt people will be panicking before next day. It's kind of exciting.
Your thoughts on this comment by FPL Penguin that thank God the real FPL is back. I hate this. Well, he's being tongue in cheek, obviously. I hate this virtual game. To be honest with you, I want to air this opinion again. I'm actually, I just find with the real FPL, it just takes my just enjoying football away from the game. I've had this privately discussion with you. I said it live on air. I just find that fantasy football kind of just gets in the way of just appreciating football for what it is, because all I seem to see is points. Whereas at least with virtual FPL, it's just it is quite literally just a game. Whereas the real FPL, official Fantasy Premier League, it kind of, because it's ties in with actual players, it kind of just skews your mindset.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It does get frustrating when you're angry that like players for teams that you don't like, the rivals real aren't doing well, and you're getting annoyed about that, and then you kind of getting in a state about it, and it can kind of sometimes ruin real life football a little bit. So at least with this virtual FPL, it is, essentially I call it like a computer game of FPL. I do remember always saying, will there ever be a computer game of FPL? and then it's kind of now become real in a sense, a sort of champ manager style simulation. But yeah, it's been fun. But as I say, my enjoyment of FPL has always been watching the game, picking out players based on what I see, and then putting that into practice in my team, which I've, admittedly not always followed my own advice, but sometimes I have, and it pays off, and that's very very rewarding to scout your own players and go with your own judgment, and then see it pay off.
You see, Penguin is saying that it's been fun virtually FPL, but I just want the real thing back. But that's my point, Penguin, is that what do you mean by that? Because virtual FPL is fantasy football. That's what my point is that I get distracted by the fact that what actual official Fantasy Premier League has done to me is that it stopped me enjoying football. For example, watching Burnley versus Leicester this season, where Vardy blanked because he had a penalty save by Nick Pope, who was my goalkeeper. And yes, I was going mental about the fact that the penalty was saved, but then I was like, oh my God, that means that Nick Pope's got these amount of points, and that means that people that have captained Vardy have got minus. It's just insane. Like, I want to just be able to enjoy watching Premier League football without just thinking points. Dan?
Yeah, I know it does. It kind of affects your own team, but I'm always of the case that if it's against Arsenal and I've got a player, I'd rather Arsenal won. Really, even though there is an FPL points and league standings, but yeah, you can get into that trap really. But I'm just maybe like Penguin. I'm just going to enjoy watching some football, and FPL comes with that, and try and treat FPL more as a hobby for the remainder of the season, because I haven't really got a lot to play for, although obviously James Bang's announcement does kind of change that somewhat. But just let us enjoy the ride, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And on that note, I will wish I wish you well. Could just do the quick admin, everybody. I mean, Dan's just mentioned a big announcement by James Bang. If you have no idea what that's about, we will be revealing all on a later stream. It is very, very big news indeed. I highly recommend staying tuned for that. Other than that, everybody, all I will say is the usual story of, if you've enjoyed the video, just simply hit the like button. If you are completely brand new around here, enjoy the efforts of what myself and Jason do around here. Of course, thanks to Dan. If you are completely brand new around here, just simply hit the subscribe button. Other than that, I will wish everybody a good evening, and myself and Jason will probably be back tomorrow evening covering Game Week 34 in virtual FPL. Cheers, everybody, and see you tomorrow. Cheers, Dan.
Cheers, Steve. Thanks, guys.